Hey everybody, how's it going? Michael Roller here, another message from spirits. This one's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about non-judgment, is what we've been talking about, because nobody really judges anybody in the world anymore. But sometimes it happens, okay? It's like life, you know what I'm saying? So what's important about this one is, I'm always bringing up balance. I'm always bringing up to feel or not to feel the indifference and all that, because what it is you approach that when you meditate, when you do a lot of internal work, you get to that detachment phase, because you recognize that you are not just your body and your emotions and your feelings and your and all of that, okay? So you stay there all the time. At least that's what I like to do. And so that makes it fun when you get to come into the body and you get to play and you get to be like, how do I want to be? And then you're like, oh shoot, I can pick how do I want to be? And then you just go. And that's the playing. That's how we popped in here, boom, as kids. Okay, stop just going. We're talking about non-judgment. God, spirit. See, we scroll off. I'm trying to find better ways to record every single thought that we have, because it's everything. So, non-judgment, yes, you need to stay focused, because I'm not gonna. I'm telling them right now. I told them this. Like we got to follow some kind of pattern, but I love patterns, but I don't like patterns. What does that mean? It's like, right? That's to be or not to be. You see what I'm saying? That is the question. It's a pirate's life for me. All right, so what were we want? It's okay. This is what we were saying, right? Everyone's believing a story out there. Okay, I'm believing one. You're believing one. We're all believing one. Whatever it is, whether it's your story, your family's story, the story of your life. Everybody's, story, and that's all, and that's what we have, experiences. Like, that's great. But believing out there, as we come into the knowing, the gnosis comes first, no matter what. First, not, I had two fingers up. Don't worry about this. This is just my hand signals. The gnosis comes first, because it only starts from there, that all creation begets from itself. See, again, over and over and over. So, and I find it fascinating, learning about new things. Shout out to everybody that I've learned from, and putting all these pieces together, and but it's like the judgment, the light and the dark, for example, right? Like people say there's there's the shadow side, there's the light side, there's the evil, there's the bad, there's the devil, there's the this, every single, the Bibles, which is where the devil came from, right? The what I mean? All of this stuff. Listen, evil is evil, right? Like people who want to do evil, that's the guy who wants to be evil. We gotta put him in timeout. Okay, you say no, you can't be evil, and what's wrong with you that you gotta be like that? He didn't get that toy like a baby. He didn't get his toy, and now he's gonna take it out on everybody, on the whole world. Or you're an adult and you're still doing that. Don't take it out on everybody. I didn't make it. Your problems. Don't blame the world. Right? Right? So don't judge. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay. Light and dark. So everyone is like, the devil and Satan and blah, blah, blah. And then you say, well, no, come on, that's a bunch of BS, right? But, okay, no, it's not. Okay, but again, we have to take all the learnings that we know It's what, I don't care what you want to call, how you want to put your blame on and put your fingers. It's what you're doing. You're doing it. There ain't no place of the evil where there's a God that's a fucking devil and it no, it's you or that guy or some other stupid soul, and I'm sorry to say stupid, I'm judging, mean soul, okay, or whatever, for whatever reason, and that's what they're doing. And you got all this shit to do with all this shit and that shit and this shit and that shit, okay? Worship, it's like back in the day, it's like they're worshiping the sky gods. That's all that it is. Who's the sky gods? Fucking aliens. You don't think we got aliens out there? We're gonna have to learn about a lot of stuff. And then this is what comes into all the stories. Why I want to say, because like I was just saying, it all starts from you, from the beginning. Okay? So everyone's saying, oh, it's just this, it's just that, it's just this, it's just that, or it's is this, or it is that. No, you know what it is? It's infinite and it's eternal. And you cannot describe it. It is the Tao. The more you describe it, y'all need to read the Tao Te Ching, like the whole thing. Read all of it and read it again, okay? And sit on it and understand and apply these things to your life. You know, and not some of it, it's kind of more commonly talked about nowadays. Some of y'all recognize some stuff, I think. But you cannot describe it, right? We can only experience it. So when we're trying to say, well, the third dimension is created, with this and this and this. Yes, that's great. Yes, that's great. But now what? Now what, right? What is, we don't have, okay, this is what I'm saying. The what is you. You are the what. When someone says, when people are out there, and it's great, I love this information, like we need to know it as like baseline, so we start, this is where the color technology and the sound technology and the geometrics and all this stuff is going to start coming out, because people are going to start learning this stuff, and this is fantastic. I'm not knocking this at all. It's about non-judgment. But what I want, but as we all are moving into that as people, as you guys are, I don't want people getting confused and getting stuck in systems and trying to justify again which one is right and how is this one is that one and that one is this one. You know what I mean? It's like there's hell and there's heaven. Okay, yeah, guess what? That's up to you. You created it. You're gonna live in your own hell or you're gonna live in your own heaven. Now, as far as now, this is the reality part, the evil. It's not like there isn't bad and there isn't good. If you're in a body, you're human, right? We're on this earth, which we're all on, this one I'm talking about, earth, right? There's clearly a frequency that this place has that has been holding down the higher ones, right? So it's not so understanding how you're a creator, because it just exists. Everything is energy. Physical realm exists. All the realms exist. All the dimensions exist because they exist within you. See, it's kind of like we're coming into the infinity of the multiverse, universe, whatever we want to call it, of it all, of the Tao. I'm going to start saying Tao, so you guys know what Tao means, all right? We're coming into it all, but then we're limiting ourselves and saying, well, my human only has 2 strands or 3 strands of DNA, or you know what I mean? And it keeps going on, guys. It keeps going on. It's happening over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over. First I got chakra, then I gotta do this chakra, and then but it's this color, and then it's that color. When I gotta work on that, you know what I mean? Yes, it's all true. Yes, bathe yourselves in color. Bathe yourselves in sound frequencies. It's very good for you. Okay, this is not true. But as creator beings, okay, a lot of things I feel are going to get because of all the traps. And that's all this is about. It's just about the traps. Don't get trapped out there. Stay in your balance. The only person who can tell you anything is you. And I love anybody in the world who does research, Albert Einstein's, all of them, Tesla's, you know what I mean? We gotta keep it moving. But it doesn't matter if you don't believe it matters. You know, it's like helping people. You can't help somebody if they don't want to release their own chains. You know what I mean? They don't want to let go of them. You know, they're like, well, but this is like this or this is like that. No, stop that. Stop getting caught up. This is that and this is that and this only that and this and that. You know, but then, like I say, yes, there's good, there's bad, there's evil. There's benevolence, right? And that's clear as day. And it doesn't take 20 years of spiritual development to understand that. And this is why this is my shortcut for you guys, right? I was gonna post like social media, Facebook, like, you know, it's all true, like, or shortcut for all the truth seekers, you know. It's just all true, okay? Like 90% of conspiracies are true. The only 10% that aren't are the ones that, you know, they're trying to make up to throw us off, you know. But we already own it, so, you know what I mean? It's just going to keep coming out more and more. But, because, like, okay, so I learned the Taoist system, right? Like, right? Color, sound, martial arts, the applications, some of the animals, you know what I mean? Tai Chi along the way, the Qigong, the Neigong, the internal arts versus the external arts, the soft Qigong versus the hard Qigong, right? Which you need both, right? Healing and all that. It's not just floating. Sometimes you need to punch something, you know, even if it's just like the air, you know, like, we got to do that. It's like we got to work out. It's good for the body, right? And as we come into this holistic thing, it's why, so, you know, I don't know if I've mentioned, but on a video yet, I've recorded it, but, you know, it's like I've said, I probably have, you make your own Tai Chi, you guys, you make your own, because your frequency and your vibration is unique. I hate to say it to you, but it's unique. That's why our faces all don't look the same. That's how different it could be, right? But then we notice the connections, right? For example, like there's 22, 23 different body types, 23rd's coming out now, is being born. You know, when we see that in each other, we resonate on a physical level, you know, when we have the mental codes, geometry, you know, we connect on that. Some people, you straight to your heart. Some people straight to your solar plexus. Some people straight to your, you know, sacral, or your root, or your third eye, or, you know what I mean? And so what does it all mean, you guys? It means everything. It means that in every moment right now, you have a higher dimensional and perhaps even lower dimensional self and side dimensional, okay, like aspects that are all over this place, right? The universe, what place? Inside you, outside you. See, we're getting too worked up that in the spiritual realm, the world needs to come back into the divine feminine and into the internal knowings, but that doesn't mean that that's all that there is. It like Tai Chi, like I learned in Tai Chi, it's not just slow moving all the time, but we need to emphasize this because, you know, in the world it's all about fighting and muscles and beating everybody up and being aggressive, you know. So it's the same in the spiritual realm, where it's not just, you know, wishing and this and that, you know, or we're getting caught up in, you know, it's all just internal, blah, 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 blah. No, listen. Yes, it's all a reflection of you. Yes, everything begins within and of you. But if you were to be creator, okay, whether it's inside or outside, right? If you were the oneness of all oneness, you're the Tao, boom, how would you create something else? What if it was outside of you? See, there's too much going in any one direction, and that's losing the balance, because the truth is right in the middle. It doesn't care about either. It already knows, right? When we connect, it's great that we go so far off on one side or the other side, but when we have to wrap it all back around together to each other, because it's all inside of you. Okay, well, now what? Because I can touch. Look at it's inside me. I know. Well, guess what? So is that, right? And it's over there. We're all inside each other. We're all inside me. All you guys, you're all inside of me. Oh shucks, what's going on? So it's that realization. I had this earlier this morning. That realization that at all points in times you are here. You are here, you are there, you're everywhere. You get the chance to hop into a body and come and help and do what you can on this earth. We get to play, we get to have the emotions, we get to do whatever we want within these bodies, because we're not, and look at the honor that it is to have a physical body. Think about that that we're non-physical beings already. We all have souls already. So realize, come into that awareness. And then you say, okay, now I chose to be on it. I'm going on it. You're not limited to this. You're not this first. We're this second. Okay? That's what it is. We are this second. You are your highest self at all times. And all of your other aspects. So if you were God, like I've said before, who created God? Who created God? Who created God? The whole loop. Who created God? Who created God? Okay, at some point, if it was just you, okay, no one created you, okay, fuck them. Nobody fucking created me. Nobody's gonna not create me. Fuck all y'all. Inside and outside. Okay? What would you do? You'd be bored at some point. You'd be like, all right, let's do something. And then, I don't want to say bored, but you'd be like, all right, I'm going to create something. And then, boom. And then you'd be looking at it. You'd be like, hey. And another thing would be like, hey. Right? So this idea, inside, outside. Well, if everything, that potentially just, okay, everything's inside. That's great. That's great. That's great. But that doesn't mean that we can't travel off planet. Going off, you know what I mean? It's not like that's not real too, just because the whole 3D world is illusion and fake and matrix and all this blah 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 blah. No, man, we came to save this, help this fucking place, whatever. Again, save your comment. I don't want to get into the words here. You know what I mean? We came to make it nicer here. Came to make, or something. Excuse me. We came to freaking, have some fun here, I guess. Raise the vibration. And then where does all of that go? Oh, we came here to raise the vibration. Okay, yeah, but nobody cares about it because it's just inside. Oh, okay. So then I just came to raise my own vibration. Right. And I came to Earth to do it. Oh, okay. That's where I was like, yeah. I was like, that's exactly where I need to go. To get some high vibrations, baby. Woo! Yes, let's go to Earth. No, that's not how, no. This is real, physical, non-physical, inside and outside, okay? And it all vibrates, and every dimension has physicality and non-physicality, and then physicality and then non-physicality. Okay, holy shit. What is it? According to the Andromedans, I'm shout out you guys. I know you guys don't want me to, according to them, who's an Andromedan? Me, because we got all the DNA within us. So, again with that, I hear people talking, oh, somebody comes up and says I'm a Pleiadian this or I'm a this or that, it's like, okay, yeah, that's an aspect of you. It's people, we're getting there, people, calm down, let the guy get there, okay? We have aspects in all of these dimensions. That's all that it is, okay? Like we're connected to all of this. But what was I saying? Shit, I went too far into it. See, too many squirrels. You know what? It's this car right here. And then this guy's had his left blinker on for 29 miles and just hit the brakes an hour before. Okay, handicap on the front. Okay. I'm sorry. No judgment. There was a lot of weird mental confusion going on and that messed with my head. Okay, so trying to channel here, people. Again, I don't like the word channel. I've heard that before. You know what? I'm sick of all y'all people out there, okay? Like, we're supposed to be spiritual, helping the world, all this love and light, and a lot of people in the spiritual realm got to go through a lot of stuff. Still, a lot. In the woo-woo world, in the spiritual world, in the conspiracy world, in all the worlds. This is why, okay, now back to this, why we named it Judgment. Thank you. Judgment. Quit it. Right? Quit it. Quit trying to find your favorite person or something based on what they say. Just remember, you're just learning. We're all here to learn. And and it doesn't matter what you know, what you don't know, what you say, you know what I mean? Like, if you speak, obviously, if you speak what you know, truth from your heart, then everything you say is perfect. There's not, you know what I mean? It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with, because you're just here to help. You're coming from your truth. There's going to be somebody out there who needs to hear that, right? And that's all we're doing. But we're getting caught. I keep saying it. What's the tarot card say today? Guess what? I am a creator, and I don't care about what it says, okay? That is being God's sovereign free, like everybody says they want to be. Well, y'all need to detach from it all. So I say throw it all out. Some of y'all out there, I love you with all my hearts, but y'all ain't even trying. Y'all stop trying. No, you forget. See? Okay, thank you. Again, they didn't stop trying. They're trying too much, too hard. Right? Because just like in the world, I'd be saying on my other videos, everybody's trying to figure everything out so much. Like, we got water drought. Okay, well, I'm going to go to school to be a water expert. And you're going to go to school, pay for that shit, get a water degree, and guess what? You still ain't build no plants to filtration, you know what I'm saying? We got to, everybody's trying to figure everything out. But that's the human side of it. The spiritual, is getting too caught up in your own work. If your work isn't evolving, right? It should always be evolving. You teach what you know, put it out there, right? And then leave it. Tao Te Ching, read some shit, right? That's some good shit right now. You do your work and you let it go. That's why it lasts forever. Excuse me. But getting too caught up in the spiritual, it's like this, it's like that, and like this, and it's like that, I don't care what geometric shape your brain is, or what geometric shape your heart is. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what those facts are, you are still in control of all of it. Whether you realize it or not, you're controlling it right now. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like they say, you want to take a day off? Okay, go ahead, but life is still active. It's still happening, Call it a dream, call it whatever. Yeah, we need to pull ourselves out of the matrix, okay? We need to emphasize these new truths, yes. Okay? But stop getting caught up, Because then the mind, the human brain starts trying to take, to get back into it, using logic and all of its, when, true knowing the logic, it's natural. It's natural. How many things don't make sense out in the world? It makes complete sense. The truth, it makes complete sense. It's that, right? But we got to figure out, because there's this constant disinformation and this. So with your own minds, that's why I keep trying to say, you guys, stop it. You decide. You decide right now what's true for you, because whatever is true for you, that's the direction you're gonna go in, right? Whether it's, you know what I mean, but if you attach to it, then that's all you are. So how do we be detached, Michael, and attached? You have to know who you are and what you are, like as a soul, like the whole thing, like in all of your aspects that are everywhere in the whole place, right? You have bloodlines here. We all have the DNA of all of the being in this place, in our bodies, the bodies. Okay, we don't even exist within a limited dimension. What dimension am I going to when I pass on? Guess what? All of them. Because what's all of them? None of them. Because you can't experience the all unless you experience the nothing. The 0 point energy. So where are you? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? How do you want to feel? Now, but okay, reality again, right? Evil, good, okay? We can't, the reality, external, internal, it's actually, okay? If all it is an internal world, blah, 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 okay, then where do you go? Well, we're coming here. Okay, so we go internal, and we find who we are, and then we're just chilling, and we're in all our glory on the throne. Something, right? I don't know. We're all just chilling in our Garden of Edens, I guess is the words. I don't know what words we have for just like, our place, our homes, whatever. We got so many different ones. And then you say, okay, let's go to a place that exists, but it only exists within our minds, the one mind. And there we're gonna have a whole bunch of life and creation and beings, and we're gonna mix them all and merge them all undesiringly from them. We're just gonna force it on everybody. And then, we're gonna play this game of like good guy, bad guy, saving the world, and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do, so that's what we create, When you understand that the same as your body is the universe, right? I think I said this before, like how we're going to our place in our body. Like, for example, solar plexus, this earth, solar plexus, people has been getting knocked down forever. What's there? Your sense of self, your personal identity, who I am, right? All of this, right, is who you are. And they try to knock it down like all the time. And whatever, but how you look, how much stuff you have, what you do in life, if you're a go-getter, someone who has ambition, it's all programs. It's all programs, because All right, hold on, keep going. Where are we going with that? I don't know. I'm losing track. And so we go to a place, right, where we have to fix or heal the body, the mind, the oneness, okay? Whether it's mind, body, soul, happens to be all of it, okay? Because this is very psychological here, right? It's the mental plane, because that's what's going to break us out. Once we get our minds back, the oneness, it's the mental game. And why? Because you're creating your reality at all points in time. And in order to do so, you just focus on the feeling that you want, whatever it is. Whatever it is. If you want to be Mr. Bank Robber Extraordinaire, right? I was just watching I've seen that one, whatever, I can't even think of it. And then you be it. Like, you embody it. You allow the energy to create around you. And right? And you become it. But then what will happen in the universe, because it's based on balance in the 0 point where everything returns to, is you can't maintain something in one direction for too long. You have to come back. And if you don't come back, you'll get pulled back. It'll snap back. That's how, whether it's a string or a rubber band, string theory, or, round earth, flat earth, dome earth, I really don't care, right? It's all gonna. And see, okay, I did this on a show. Okay, 2-dimensional piece of paper, right? We see, what is 2-dimensional? Okay, flat. Okay, but if you zoom in far enough on that side of that piece of paper, you're gonna be able to draw a circle. That's all I'm saying. Because the comparison is the vastness of the universe outside of us versus the vastness of the universe inside of us, but they're the same thing. Okay, so we're limiting ourselves too much, and that's why I see this limitation coming in. We're it's great that we're all learning for the brain, but the only thing your brain needs to learn is the mind. It's from the mind. It's from your soul. So when you're learning when we're talking through the things and we're learning, it's kind of like, okay, like this is what I mean when I was talking about the Tao, right? Now, like I learned so much of this shit, like 15 years ago, whatever, 10, 15 years, right? And then I got into the spiritual stuff, like within the past, 5, 6, 7, whatever, 5 years. Yeah, 5 years, whatever. I don't even know. I'm just going to say 5. And then, and like, it's the same, how do we explain it? It doesn't matter what color your chakra is. It doesn't matter what, which one is which. It doesn't make it not true. Like we just said, is it outside of you? Is it inside? I mean, is it real? Is it what's reality? And the reason it doesn't matter is because it's up to you to change any of it at any given time. Because what we're told as people, right, by the rule, is that we're not good enough. We're not powerful. We're not this. We're not that. We're not, right? We're not all of this stuff, when they literally depend on our energy, right? So, but the fact of the matter is, you are creator, and it is a co-creatorship, right, with the universe, right? There's a, with and what's the universe? You are. So getting to a consciousness level of God, or the one, or source or whatever means that you're there and you become it. Okay. And in the human realm, that's lofty things to say, right? Because humans got all their heads up their asses. Sorry. For a moment, that human, and it's not like humans do, or, you know what I mean? It's not like it all can't happen to us, but there's that vibration of just a layer of making no sense whatsoever, arrogance, ignorance, heads up our asses. There's all of that we got to detach from. That's the whole point. Just go the other way. Look the other way. Start doing something different. And what do you do when you stop partying after 20 years of only knowing how to party? What do? Real coming to Jesus, coming to yourself moment. Face in the mirror moment. It's like everybody wants to know what God is, who God is, what source is, what. If you don't know, bro, you don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. Because source is source. Energy is zero. It's potential. It's the Tao. That's why I said all y'all need to learn is the Tao. Read the Tao Te Ching. You can download it easy. Get Steven, is his name Steven? Get his interpretation. Steven something. Williams? No, I don't know. I'll have to post it or something. But the Tao, the name that can be named is not the eternal name. We keep going, we keep sharing, we keep learning. This is how we evolve, right? But every time we try to control something, we're manipulating within the bounds of the height of the plateau that we're currently on, and our full understanding and our current conscious level, right? And then from it, and that's fine. Experiment. That's what. Give me a lab ASAP. I want the hair. Look, I'm already trying to grow the hair. See? Wild Einstein. Okay, let's go. Right? I need my lab. But it's gonna be like a weird spiritual apothecary, herbs on, always burning on the, hanging, drying, all that stuff. Anyways, we get sidetracked. So, yeah, that's what this video is about, guys. Don't judge people. Yes. See how they wrap it around so good at that? No, that was all me that time. I'm not sure. Because there's so much to say, and that's the myriad of things, right? The 10,000 things. Read the Tao. Read the Tao. Read the Tao. Right? You'll understand all about yin and yang, but then remember, as I always say, Yuan. It's Yuan Qi. That's the neutral. Thanks, dude. Because without that, you don't have anything else. You can't give birth to light or dark without the nothingness. Because everything depends upon each other, which is in the Tao too. So then what, right, just read it. And then it's 81 verses, 82. Oh, now see how it's been a while. And that's what we're coming out of, the Matrix. Every time we think that we're, like, it's this, or it's that, or it's that, or it's this, we're neglecting our own ability to create and manifest something new and change. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, the geometry. It's like when I was looking at this, when was it? The sky the one time, and then the porch, the other time, just the concrete, out on outside of the porch, and I was seeing the grid. I was seeing the shapes in the grid. It was all geometric shapes, and it looked like it was overlaid, like on top, like I was seeing them, and then I was seeing the concrete. But it later came to me that I was actually seeing from the internal. So I was actually seeing inside the concrete. Oh my gosh, we gotta park. Hold on, this is gonna take all my focus. No, I just park way in the back. Just park ASAP. I'll walk by the time I can figure out how to find a parking spot. Let me see. Hold on. So you see the geometric layers, and then you understand, yeah, it is all geometry. It is this, it is that. Okay, so what are we gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that? Right? We gotta get some laser beams and then shoot geometric shapes at things. Oh, because that's what we need. Okay, like, how about we just leave Mama Gaia alone and let her fucking heal herself while you heal yourself? You see what I'm saying? Like, this is how we got here in the first place, was human meddling. Okay? That's all I'm trying to say. And it's all good that we're trying to do what we can to help. Right? But what they say, even serial killers think they're helping, right? So we got to be careful with this stuff, guys. We got to be careful with what we think. People are creating grids out there, which is great. It's great. If you get a grid that's divinely channeled through you to create, then do it. But a lot of people out there need to understand what it is that they're doing. Oh, this came to me and it felt good. Figure out what you're creating first. Investigate all the time. It's why, it's like us truth seekers, right? We're always asking questions. I've been asking questions since I was 3 years old because it didn't make sense when I was 3 years old. So you think that spirit's gonna come at me and I'm not gonna be like, Ascended Master, huh? Right. That's what I've been saying recently, you guys. Like, what did we learn on Earth? We came to Earth to earn lessons. Well, what lessons did we supposed to learn? Right? Well, what have you learned? I don't trust none of these moles. But that's not where it ends up. So, and that's the whole point. If you keep going, then you're forever stuck on the wheel. And if you're stuck on the wheel, it doesn't matter what wheel it is a human wheel, a alien wheel, a space wheel, a spiritual wheel, a political wheel. It's all wheels and stories, right? And for what? For what? All the dramas in life, all the he said, she said, all the anything, right? For what? Well, it's up to you to decide what it means to you. And that's the whole point, and lesson and learning is detach from everything. Throw it all out, right? And then what I mean is, okay, if I throw it all out and I say, okay, well, I believe in love, right? Then I hear somebody say, well, Jesus is love. I say, fuck yeah, right? And then somebody says, Muhammad was love. I say, you know what? Fuck yeah. Because that's the truth. Love. Love is the only reason why anything is still here. It wouldn't be here if love didn't ultimately, if it wasn't the divine feminines, if the universe was not divine feminine, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a balance for sure. But it wouldn't be here. All of the bad anything is only here because mom says, because dad's ready to slap the shit out of somebody. Mom is the one saying, no, don't, that's our babies, Dad's like, I don't fuck stupid ass kids. No, I'm just kidding. Fucking around too much. That's me. I'll tell you, like, I said, I just line them up. So I go, or just the timeout. See, timeout. How you gonna give a kid from the inner city timeout? Oh, go to your room, sit down, and think about what you did. And, all right. Come back out. Yeah, you were right. I was wrong. I said, and go walk outside. That was easy. What's that? I'm thinking of Sinbad. Sinbad did that one. He did something like that. But you guys, getting on them wheels. Getting so you throw it all out, come back. What is it? Where do you lie? You believing in this or that? You're going in this way or you're going in that way? It's all the same shit. It's all an archetype for everything else. Everything is an example of everything else. And so the non-judgment and the throwing everything out is where you're able to then actually see it for what it is. Because you don't need Jesus. We love you, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need that in order to, like, what? Why do you think you need him? Is he even here? Right? How you gonna, shout out to Jesus, but how you gonna trademark all consciousness that is benevolent? Like, damn. We're worshiping everybody in this mug. Celebrities, idolization, the Christ consciousness coming back. Yeah, I agree. That and a whole lot more consciousnesses. Guess what, guys? Guess what? Because we're God sovereign free, right? No. You need Jesus. You ain't free. What do you mean, right? What do we believe in? We got it. All of this. This man came to save the people. Guess what? Didn't work, right? We still here. So now what? Well, we're just gonna keep going on. Well, no, we need him back. Why? So he could do what he didn't do the last time. Oh, okay. We need another example of that. It's not the first example. All right, guys, I gotta go. Love you guys. Hopefully that made sense. See you guys. That's what I'm here to do, right? I'm here to deconstruct it. Everything. I'm deconstructing the Matrix. That's what I'm gonna call the show from now on. I've been thinking about that like all morning. Deconstructing the Matrix. I'm here to go into all of it and yank all of your heads out of your butts. And I know that's a lofty thing to say, but I gotta yank my own out of my butt too, you know what I mean? So now that I've figured out how to do that, once you guys get beyond the Matrix and outside of the Matrix, you see that it's all a game. It's all geometric shapes and colors and sounds and frequencies. That's all that it is, right? But until that knowledge comes back to where we can properly apply it all, right? And that's what you learn as you go. It's like Reiki. I gave Reiki the other day, a distant Reiki, and it was an immediate connection, and I had to hold it and I had to do some more symbols. But it's when you understand the Tai Chi, when you understand the symbols, the Reiki, it's not like, okay, so you're doing Reiki symbol and you go this direction, then you go this direction, then you go that direction. Okay, if you go in that, and then you go that, and then you go this, listen, it's really not the end of it all. It really isn't. And I know that people will argue that and say it's a reversal, right? Or it's not a reversal, because your intention creates it. That's kind of like saying the symbol created your intention. No. You created the symbol and from the intention. I'm a Reiki your ass like that. How does that feel? Right? Well, what was my intention? Get your ass up. So that was all the energy that came from it. Right? The idea of use this symbol to send love. You just send a love, bro. Just send a love, bro. Right? And when you understand flow into this, yeah, you'll start doing things, right? But you don't gotta worry about, you know what I'm saying? It's like this, like that, like this. So don't judge people. Okay, I'm gonna go for real this time, dude. I'm just gonna keep talking. You know, create your own. That's what I want to say at the end, right? Create your own. Create your own. Like I always say, right? And that's the whole point. You know what you're creating. Doing somebody else's symbols or something else, you know, who created it and why. You got to trace it back every time. The lineage, you got to go back. That's why I like martial arts. They give the lineage of who did it and why and how he adapted the form. You know, from, you know, fighting in the emperor's army to, you know, when the new martial artists came out, and then they implied, or, you know, then they had the fight, and then he defeated the top military dude. So now the emperor hires it or grabs his ass and, no, you living with me now, you're gonna teach all my people that, and then now you got a new form. And that, right, we need to keep new formings, you know, because this as we learn the limitations, sum this up, as we learn the limitations of your perspective reality, that's how you get out of them. Getting out of the matrix, deconstructing the matrix, right? We're here to not blow it up, but, you know, systems busters, right? Like this whole thing, this whole Merkaba stuff, the whole chakra stuff, right? That's just part of it. That's just part of it. It's all just part of it. Because to be one with all source, all everything, right? No, we ain't even getting close to that, right? And that's the best way I can describe that for you guys, is by getting not close to it is your best way of learning about it and getting close to it, right? Oh, how do we teach it? It's tough, right? Because we are people that are hooked on facts. Oh boy, and there's races out there, there's species out there, there's, you know, hooked on facts, technological species, and then there's just straight living off of, you know, I don't know, I say living off the land. You know, there's intuitive, there's instinctual, and then there's, you know, the mental side, you know, and even going in one way or another with those, you know, and like, it's all good, it's all for the learning, you know. Don't judge. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm just blabbing now, guys. I'm gonna let you go because I am just saying kind of the same all over and over again. And I should probably get into work, but I got time. All right, guys, love you. See you guys next time.